Meantime, disturbing video shows a woman who at one point helped to run the city parish striking a man in the head with a chair during a heated argument last year.
This happened at a city parish function where they were discussing official business, and now that man is suing. The investigative unit's Bess Casserly reports.
Michael, Sylvia, the man in the video is Gino McLaughlin, who at the time worked for the East Baton Rouge school system. His attorney, Ryan Thompson, says his client has suffered emotional and physical harm as a result of the incident and is seeking monetary damages from the defendant and the city parish. This video shows a former mayor's office employee slamming a man in the head with a chair outside a bar in 2024.
We're really excited.
The man, Gino McLaughlin, is now suing the woman, Courtney Scott.
We must spread hope to our youth.
Who worked as former Baton Rouge Mayor President Sharon Weston Broom's assistant chief administrative officer. The altercation took place at an after-hours work event where the city parish was hosting state and local officials.
What's important about this is that this was a national night out of violence around this time, and so this individual was over some type of violence initiative, and what we have here is that individual, while on the city's time, in the capacity of her employment for the city, carrying out an act of violence. I find that ironic.
The event corresponded with the mayor's annual Summer of Hope, a program Scott helped run.
This year, Summer of Hope will expand the program to 15 weeks of events and engagement. Our theme is peace over everything.
Shortly after this, Scott resigned from her position, and the city parish never provided a reason.
You can't take back the emotional scars.
Along with Scott, McLaughlin is also suing the city parish since Scott was technically working. Since the incident, there's a new administration in place.
So the city parish could and is being held liable for this?
Absolutely. We filed suit against Ms. Scott as well as against the city parish.
Despite it being a whole new administration?
Despite it being a whole new administration, when you're talking about a municipality, it doesn't matter who's at the top. It matters about the entity that the person was working for at the time.
The suit alleges McLaughlin and Scott were discussing city parish business, and for unknown reasons, Scott lost her temper.
There is lots of talk right now that somehow he antagonized her. That did not happen. There's lots of talk that there was some type of relationship, domestic relationship. That is not the case.
As you can see in the video, Scott picks up a chair and hurls it at McLaughlin's head, causing the injuries seen here.
We'll wait for both the city and Ms. Scott to answer.
His attorney, Ryan Thompson, says despite what he calls several batteries by Scott, McLaughlin never pressed criminal charges.
The narrow answer to that is that we don't want to see any black woman go to jail. So we figured that we would handle this civilly.
Mayor President Sid Edwards' office tells me they have no comment concerning this suit. I could not get a hold of Courtney Scott in time for this newscast. For the investigative unit, Bess Casserly, WBRZ News 2.